Hello, my name is Candace Pryor, and for my persuasive speech topic, I'm going to discuss the importance of reporting child abuse and neglect. And this is my audience. Each year, 41,000 children under the age of 15 die from the effects of child abuse and neglect. This is why I feel that it is so important to report any suspected cases of child abuse or neglect. There are three main reasons I feel that it's important to report abuse and neglect. The first one, I believe, is to save children from the effects of the abuse and neglect. The second is to stop the vicious cycle so that children can live in safe, healthy homes. And the third, that it is our responsibility to report this for our children's sake. Statistics show that child abuse has many effects on children as they grow. It causes a disturbance in their brain development, impairs their nervous and immune systems, and it causes many health problems such as obesity, malnutrition, diabetes, and poor lung functioning. It also leads to juvenile delinquency, behavior problems, and possible drug and alcohol abuse. To adults, there are also many consequences to adult victims. They also can suffer from drug and alcohol abuse, mental disabilities, mental disorders, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, health issues such as smoking. Also, they can suffer from obesity. They're more likely to engage in criminal activities or be victims of crime. And to society, there are the direct cost each year is $124 billion of the effects of child abuse and child abuse related deaths. The indirect cost or the long-term cost cannot be calculated, but it is very large, and it's because of the increased health care, criminal activity, mental illness and substance abuse that occurs from child abuse. So as you can see, there are many effects, not only to the children, but to adult victims and to society. The second thing I would like to discuss is that reporting is important because it will stop the abuse cycle. There are many prevention, treatment, and intervention programs that are available today for families to prevent child abuse, to stop child abuse, and to help families after the abuse has occurred. Studies show that these programs are very good in stopping re-reports of child abuse. So a family that has went through a treatment program are more likely to not have another report of child abuse. I also wanted to talk about foster care. It's also a necessity for families while they get their lives together and make a plan. Foster care is a good asset because it can help families get back together later. Sometimes if families aren't able to safely and healthfully take care of their children, foster care and adoption are also options. And then I also wanted to talk about adoption. In 2010, I found statistics that Congress had showed that we are at our highest rate of adoption from foster care. So many of our kids in foster care are getting adopted today. So as you can see, reporting is very important to stop the cycle of abuse, to get our children into safe, secure, healthy homes. So third, I wanted to talk about the reasons why it's our responsibility to report, which should be a big reason that people should report. First is, I think it's our moral responsibility to report. It's our responsibility to look out for our own children as well as other children in the community. So we want every child to feel safe and secure and have a good start in life. So we need to report any suspected case of abuse to CPS. The second, for many of us, it's mandatory in our professions. If we work in social work, the healthcare field, education, law enforcement, the school system, it is mandatory that we report any suspected cases of harm to adults or children. And in those cases, a child may tell us of an abuse that's going on, or we may see physical signs or emotional signs. And we can possibly lose our jobs if we don't report in those cases. So that's very important. And another reason I feel that it's our responsibility is to society, first, to stop all the costs, the direct and indirect, that child abuse causes on our tax dollars and on society, but also to protect the future of our society so that our children can grow up and be responsible, healthy citizens, and we can have a healthier, a more productive society. So, as you can see, we have discussed all the reasons that I feel it's most important to report abuse, and I hope that you feel compelled to keep your eyes open in your community, in your work, anywhere you are, to suspected cases of abuse. And if you see something, you will not regret reporting it to CPS, because then it can be investigated, but you will regret not reporting because a child may lose its life or suffer all the tragic side effects that abuse causes if you don't report. So I encourage everyone to keep their eyes open to report suspected abuse. Thank you.